Good afternoon, everyone. Paul Daniels here with another What I Fix Daily. So, those of you who have been following my videos will notice that I did a iPhone 6s that went down the toilet yesterday, and it was my first ever data recovery for an iPhone 6s. And then, lo and behold, this morning, this turns up on my doorstep, and it's another iPhone 6s, and it's kind of beautifully mangled up. Nice bit of bending there. What a mess. Anyway, it looks like it's been dropped from the top of Mount Everest or something like that. So I'm going to get this apart. Again, I just took one look at it and I've decided that most likely this is not going to be an ideal phone to repair, to back into service. I mean, the whole chassis would have to be replaced as well because, all this, the antenna section's all busted up there. So we'll see. Hopefully it's just a case of being severely smashed up, but the logic board's still good. I don't know. I'm going to have to pull it apart and find out. But I've already told the person that no, we're not going to just put another screen on that. It's not going to go that way. It's cheaper to claim it on insurance. Alright. Now, Chris Long, you just said use a guitar pick. Well, I don't have any guitar picks because the ones that even came with my old iPhone screens, I used to throw them out because I've never really found them much use. But now I need one, so I'm just going to have to do the drag off with this. It works well enough. There we go. Slide there. So, thank goodness for the... there you are. Dead easy. That's nasty. This looks like some gunk. The battery's been compressed there. This whole section... yeah. This should be interesting. I hope. Otherwise you guys are going to sit there and you're going to be, this is boring. Alright. Let's get this thing apart. I'm glad I told the person that it most likely won't. Well, that just consider it a complete write-off. Better than giving them false hope. So yeah, sure, we'll just put a screen on that and put some duct tape on the back there. That'll be good. Hold the chassis together. No worries, mate. And then tell them later, actually no, it's completely fecked. Yes, you may have noticed I use a bottle of Vaseline here as a bit of a hold for certain things. What am I doing? Even though this is most likely never going to go back together, I still like to mark my screws because I don't want to do accidental long screw damage if I ever get this back together. If I was really good, I would actually make sure that I kept a consistent colouring pattern. Yeah, I've got water damage here already. I wonder if this fell from the top of Mount Everest straight in some outback shack toilet. I would not be surprised. Everything's smashed up there. It doesn't yet look like I've got much damage to the circuit board. Whoa. Well, sheared off. There is no camera left. The camera is gone. Pulverized. Okay. Put you over there. Oh my. I do like these sort of jobs, I will confess. Alright, I'm gonna pull the battery out. Come on. Easy. Come on. Yes. Nice big ball of white snot. Come on. And now to get the next one. With the iPhone 5Ss and 5Cs, you can buy third-party replacement strips, but I found that they're slightly thinner with this section. So when you actually when you pull them out, they just snap off on the inside. So if you don't have access to proper nice thick ones, I suggest perhaps going with two-sided tape, because if you ever need to remove the non-original silicone strips like that, it's hell. You just can't do it. You have to get in there and dig it out. Though I've seen that Chris Long uses acetone, so I might try that next time. Not a great fan of acetone. I don't know what it is about it, but it just sends me insane. Bits falling off this everywhere. Okay, battery out. Now we bring in our board removal magnetic pad. I need to get a hex driver for this thing. So, anyone want to link me to one? I see iPad Rehab has a driver, but I think that's just for the standoffs. Like the traditional standoffs that aren't in this. Alright. Well done, Paul, well done. I'm quite surprised this isn't broken off. It's got some sort of alright. This whole section has been blown apart, it's crushing the board there. That antenna off. Bottom antenna off. And now to get that hex nut off. Very unprofessional me using a pair of tweezers to get that hex nut off. Come on. Getting it back on is easy. All I have to do is put the screw in it, tighten it down, and it's the hex nut screw locks in tighter to the chassis than what the small screw ties in on the hex portion. Ah, come on. There we go. I've got water damage here. You can see this took a hell of a compression hit. That's all that has crinkled up there. And I can see if I look down the board, it's curved away, which is actually kind of the opposite of what I expect. I expect it to come towards me, causing the crinkling. So about there's all water ingress there. So I've completely lost whatever was up here. I think there's some parts knocked off there. This should be fun. This here looks crushed, but I don't know whether it's just maybe, sometimes the manufacturing itself, they're a little bit pushed around. Some more water damage here, although it's just, I shouldn't say water damage, it's just residue with a bit of mud in it. I'm assuming it's mud. For all I know, it could be toilet poop. That'll be fun. Doesn't smell like it. Alright. My problem here now is that I do not have a spare chassis to put this into, so I can't yet test it. What I am hoping for is the water damage one that I did yesterday. I'm hoping that the person is willing to take my offer for a discount so I can use they'll basically keep their iPhone 6 because I do need a chassis to be able to do exactly this sort of thing, and today would be the perfect day for it. So I'm going to stop the video for now, and hopefully we'll be back soon with another chassis that I can use. Good evening. It's 11 o'clock at night. Another What I Fix Daily at night, and finally getting back to this iPhone 6s that was dropped from the top of Mount Everest, and by the looks of it, into some sort of concrete toilet. And I was looking for another iPhone 6s screen to test with, and I didn't actually have any because I don't stock them because of the previously mentioned redirection to Apple for these jobs. And then I realized a while ago I had a slightly dodgy 6s screen that I was supposed to RMA and send back to the supplier, but I'm really bad for doing things like that, and it's been sitting in my to send back stash for a long time. So there you go. It's got a bit of a glitch. After a couple of hours or so, it tends to start playing up. So we're going to give this a whirl. Let's put a charged up battery in there and see if we get anything out of this. Okay, I've only got one. So here we go. Yep, just realised I need my... Why didn't you guys tell me this? I need my on-off button. I could probably get around that by simply plugging in the USB cable. Come on, there you go. Oh man. Why do these things take forever? Got it. Okay, so let's try that again. Since I haven't taken any of the shields off from the other side, I can probably get away with this. Oh, that button is just crushed in way too much. Alright. Looks like we'll have to try and activate it using the USB after all. So if this works. Nothing? Nothing at all? Let's put this under here. I'm just going to put my charge current meter onto it. Let's see what we get. Diddly frickin' squat. Okay, so that's because, again, oh my god, this is a bad night. Why are you sitting? I'm shaking my head here, I'm sorry. Welcome to how to do everything really badly. I didn't even get this antenna cable out of the way. Crimp you. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. This time with the dock connector in, the battery in, a little protection sheet there. $43, $54. We got an Apple logo. So we go. Saw it jump up to go 600, 1 amp, half amp, 400, 500. Looks like it's booting. I got a bong. And we got a passcode screen. Now, does it work? Yep, that works. Brilliant. I better get the data off this, I hope. Alright, let's see how we go. Okay, we're back. We've got the iPhone pretty much ready. I'm just plugging it. Just plugging the cable into the computer. And now just connecting the battery again, and the USB goes in, so it should trigger it to start. It's starting, and while this is happening I really need to find the passcode. Okay, it's good. We've got the serial, it's come up. Excellent, that's what we wanted. Just noticed a small interesting thing. The first time you power up these iPhone, or this is 6S, it will let you put in the passcode when it first comes up. But without the home button, you can't get back to that if it goes into the screen blank mode. Oh, okay, so see if the passcode worked. The passcode worked. Trust the computer. Yes. Okay, yeah, telling me I don't have a valid Touch ID. Now, I'm just going to change the auto lock to never because I don't want to have to do it again. Okay. iDevice, back up to 2017 0428. Okay. No device found. That's not what we want. Let's try that again. It's funny, it was showing up before. Couldn't lock, no lock code. What's going on here? I've had this before. It's a trust thing. I wasn't looking at the screen itself. Alright, so here we go with this lockdown error. Here we go. I had these problems yesterday with the water damaged one as well. So I don't know whether it's a problem with the protocol being used with the iDevice backup or whether it's just a coincidental thing. Maybe it's a cable problem. This isn't a original Apple cable, but it is a high quality third-party one, which has never really given me any problems before. It gives me the full 1 amp current rate as well as the full data rate without any issues. Now I'm tempted to message the person and let them know that their phone is successfully booting and whatnot, but I think I will wait until I get all the data off. Alright, so there we have it. It's all copied over. So in spite of it looking like it'd been thrown from the top of Mount Everest and landed onto some pretty rock hard stuff, it appears as though we managed to get the data off, and I didn't have to wait around for my donor chassis, since I was lucky enough to have one of these screens handy. I should buy a spare screen or two just to have, and they're cheap enough now, even the dodgy quality ones, just something to be able to do this sort of job. So thank you again for watching, and yeah, if you're curious about any of the software that I'm using, things like iDevice, backup, I should unback this too, just remember that. Let's see, do this the slow way. What am I doing? There we go. Device, unback, there. It always looks better if I change it to tiny font. Some strange satisfaction watching that flow past. It's like 10 cents for every file. I could make it go faster if all I did was just simply move or soft link the files back to the original manifest organization, but I prefer to make a copy in the event that you may accidentally modify one of the files in the human readable version. One thing you'll probably notice that a lot of the work I do, I tend to make a lot of duplicates. I tend to try to do as much arse covering as possible, particularly when it comes to data. Hardware generally can be replaced at a dollar price, but software, or rather data, you can't get that back. Yes, it's the end of another What I Fix Daily. Normally I don't put endings onto these videos, but I wanted to do it for this one because I thought it was quite interesting that last night's video with me talking about the 6S being my first data recovery, and then we end up another one today, and I wasn't expecting this one today. It was a different failure. Obviously it looked like the person dropped it from Mount Everest, but I still had to open it up, get all the stuff out, undo the main board and things like that. And tonight it went a lot quicker, a lot smoother. Yeah, so I simply wanted to recap that by doing that bit of extra stepping out of my comfort zone. It's become rewarding just the very next day. So you never know what's going to come out of taking that slightly pushed step. Like I said, just make sure you cover your bases. Don't leave yourself exposed to bigger issues, because they'll only sap the enthusiasm clean out of you. So give it a go. You never know what you'll end up with.